comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Hey everybody, let's learn Here Comes the Sun on the ukulele by the Beatles. Now this song is really cool because you could actually learn this version and use it as a chord melody, or you can use this as an accompaniment for your voice. So there's some options here. The song is broken down into 3 main parts. We have the verse, the chorus, and the bridge. So let's get started. First, let's start off with measures 1 through 4. Start with a G chord. You're going to strum all of your strings. Then you're going to pluck the 3rd fret of the E string. You're going to strum a G chord again, but now lift off your middle finger. And then you're going to hammer onto the 2nd fret. So you strum your strings, and then your middle finger just hits the string, hammers onto the string, or you can pluck it if you'd like to. Then you pluck the 3rd fret of that E string. So we have 1. Now we move on to measure 2. We have a G chord again. Then we lift off the middle finger to expose that A string again. You pluck it, 3rd fret of the E string. Now we have a C chord, but I'm going to mute this string right here. It's not a full C chord. If you lightly touch it, you could strum all of your strings, and then all you hear are these 3 strings. Now we move down to the 2nd fret of the A string, C major 7. Open A string, 3rd fret E string. Now here we switch between a D suspended 2, back to a D, and then a D suspended 4, back to a D. So it would sound like this. Like that. So it'd be... So let's try that together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now we have measures 5 through 8, and it's very similar. It's just count 1. I decided to fill it with a G note. So instead, if you have a low G, it's totally going to work. I have a high G, it's fine, and we do the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, instead of the D suspended to that sequence, we are going to have the 2nd fret of the E string. So we have this F sharp note, and then here you're going to have a D7. And you're going to strum. So we have it's been here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... See that I added like an island strum there just to fill the space, so you're not just handing here, just leaving it there. So it'll sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So now you have learned part 1. Let's move into part 2, which is the chorus. So measures 9 through 10 sound really similar to what we've done before. So we have that open G string, strum a G chord. Now you're going to be strumming these 2 strings right here, and we're going to be lifting off that middle finger to the open A string. Then we strum those 2 strings again, but now I'm going to just put that finger back on the 2nd fret for complete that G chord. Pluck the 3rd fret of the E string. And this, the do-do-do, looks really familiar to what we have done. Strum a G chord. Pluck the 3rd fret of the E string. Then we're going to strum these 2 strings or pluck them. And then you're going to hammer onto the 2nd fret. Do-do-do. Or you could pluck it just like I did. And then we have a C chord. Here comes the... Now we have an A7, but our ring finger's on the 3rd fret on this G note right here. And I say... Now here we have an open E string. You're going to pluck the 2nd fret like this, and then you're going to pull off to the open A string and then 3rd fret of the E string. And I say, a pull-off happens is that when you pluck the string, and then basically you apply pressure to the string, and then you strum the string, you pull it down, and eventually there's so much tension that you're actually strumming the string with your chording hand, like that. I say, here's the chorus. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and here comes the C chord. Here comes the A7 with the ring finger. And then we have and pull off 3. So now we have the it's all right. Hold a G chord. You can pluck these 2 strings or strum them. Then strum a full G chord. Now lift off that ring finger. Pluck the 3rd fret of the E string. Now we get into the iconic ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Basically hold a G chord like this. And you're going to hammer on from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret of the C string. But make sure when you're playing this G chord, lift off your middle finger because you want that open A string. So we have the hammer on, and then we're going to pluck the E string and the A string. This is going to be a pattern that you're going to see. Now lift off your pinky, pluck those same strings, C, E, A strings. Now you're going to lift off your index finger, pluck those same strings. Put your index finger back on the 2nd fret, pluck those same strings. And then we have 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret. And then open G string. All right, so let's try that. Okay, so we have our G chord, no middle finger, pinky here, we're going to hammer on. Lift the pinky, lift index, index, 3, 2, 0, 2, open. And then we have the same ending that we had at the very beginning on measure 4. We have the... Now we have the last part, which is the bridge. It's going to change some time signatures, but hang with me. I know you can do it. First, we have a D7, and we strum it twice because we're in 2/4. 1, 2. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can do it. Just follow along. You can do it. All right. So we have a D7, 1, 2. Now we're going to pluck these C, E, A strings. This is going to be a pattern that you're going to see. Now we have a B flat chord. You're going to pluck those same strings as we've done before. Then an F chord, same strings. C is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, D7, 1, 2. And you're going to repeat that several times. I think it's like 4 times. Sun, 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 here it comes. Just as many times as you feel. So you could choose how many you want. Then to get out of that, we have a D7 variation that we're going to be using. And I chose to creep up the fretboard because I think it sounds really cool. So we have a D7 and we're going to strum down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Now add your pinky to the 3rd fret of this chord shape, which is also a D7. Now we're going to bar the 5th fret, place your middle finger on the 6th fret, same strumming pattern. So you see how like it just adds and builds? You could use one D7 the entire time and that would be totally fine. This, I feel like if you're looking for something just a little bit more funky, then try this one. So this is what it's going to sound like. Down, up, down, up. Here we go. Down, up, at the pinky. Down, up, down, 5th fret bar. You go back into the verse, back into a chorus. It's all right. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. To end it on measure 44. Bum, 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 bum. That should look very, very familiar. You're going to find that It's All Right riff with the hammer onto the 4th fret. Oh. 2nd fret. Now it goes into the sun, 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 here it comes riff. Hold a G. But you notice that it's still in 4/4. It doesn't go to the crazy 3/8 into the 5/4, 5/8 measure. It doesn't do that. So you just have to think about like, okay, this is the same thing. It just looks a little different. So let's try that again. So we have bum, 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 bum. Find your G chord, but lift off your middle finger. Index finger. Now find the B flat. 1, 2, 3, F, G. Ta-da! And we've reached the end. Here's a video over here that I think that you'll like, and remember, you are loved. Bye.